Oh my god, we're in the same space for the first time. Hi, everybody.
This is actually Enzo's real height. No, I'm kidding. This I cannot get up for the life of me. Don't make me go. I get up. He's huge.
No, it's fine.
I did leg day, so
just
I can
prove that we have legs.
Let me.
John just came from the gym, so forgive him. But anyway, yeah, we are the Geeks and Degenerates. I am Enzo. This is my forever co-host John. Today for Halloween, we talk about Carrie, the 1976 classic by Brian De Palma of Untouchables and Scarface fame.
I didn't know he made those.
Yeah. He also made the first Mission Impossible. But yeah, he made those, including the first Mission Impossible. It just shows how much of a talented director he is.
That's flexible, I can see that.
Yeah. I mean, for Halloween, unfortunately for me, not the scariest. It's well made, but it's not the creepiest. We're just doing this because it's Stephen King.
That's true, but like, I was talking to my mom about this because she watched this when it was like out in theaters back in the 60s.
Oh.
She's not that old. Oh God, I didn't carbon date my mom.
You do mean the 70s. I think you just
70s. My bad.
Back. Damn.
But like, yeah, like she was talking about it and how terrifying it was because, yeah, like being like my mom being in an all-girls school kind of deal, she knows like the whole bullying thing.
Yeah.
And like what happened to Carrie.
Justice. Nope. That's a joke.
I mean, we could switch seats. This is a better one. Cut this part. But
you're saying?
Yeah. So she like kind of knows the culture of like the whole like how girls bully each other because like, we don't know anything.
Yeah, there's things here that we can't ever relate to.
Nah.
Like the beginning, I was like, "Yep, can't relate to that." Sorry, folks.
I was like, by the way, I was like, I'm a little shocked for like the movies in the 70s showing a little
nakedness
and the fact that they're high school students, and I'm just like, well, okay, shit.
Yeah. Or I don't know. I didn't do enough research to see if they were like all teenagers or like high school students.
It's still weird for me.
It's like even though no matter the age, the fact that they're playing high school, you're like the if is still there.
The if is still there.
Yeah.
And like, but yeah, so like if you guys have seen like Chloe Grace Moretz's version, it goes beat for beat. Besides the mom, you know, like the mom in like the 1970s version. She did a great job, but I wasn't even the actress, the one from Jurassic Park.
Oh, Julianne Moore.
Julianne Moore did a really good job being creepy, over religious, like mother that hits you with a Bible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that version. I heard it was alright.
It was It was
Alright. But you're saying she's a standout?
She was yeah. I'm sorry. Julianne Moore was a standout in the
Carrie,
the remake of Carrie.
Yeah.
But other than that, biggest standout, I think it's just Carrie.
In this movie?
Yeah, it's just Carrie. Like, she did a really good job playing as this girl who just doesn't know anything. Because clearly her mom, like...
never bothered?
Yeah, because she's very over-religious. Nothing wrong with religion here. We don't talk about that shit, but, like, y'all get the gist.
Yeah. I think, for me, the mom stood out here, too. Like, I don't know. Obviously, I didn't grow up in the 70s, so I don't know if it was, like, a norm for people to be that, like, strictly religious. I mean, based on the people I've met in life, probably. But, like, seeing that side of, like, over-religious people, I don't know if it was a shock in the 70s. Because my mom grew up watching this, too, and she thought it was the scariest movie ever.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, dude. Like, I was talking to my mom about this shit, and, like, she was talking about, like, how, like, they would put, like, misbehaving children in, like, the bodega. Like, if you guys don't know what that is, it's where you put, like, storage.
Oh, fuck.
And that's where they put Carrie in, like with the scary Jesus.
Yeah.
You know, like, and my mom was like, oh yeah, I have, like, classmates whose fathers do that. And I'm just like, so I guess it's, like, it was kind of, like, a normal thing. And then here in the Philippines, I don't know.
Her and... there are, like, a few creepy ones. Like the Jesus in the bodega.
Yeah.
It's like, it literally looks like he has the weight of your sins on him. You're like, I'm sorry, man.
I was like, yo, she's crazy. I know. Like, you see his eyes, they're just beating. I'm like,
I I do find the concept interesting. I also find it interesting that Stephen King was paid just $2,500 for the rights of Carrie, the film rights, which is a lot of money today, but
Like, hey, it's the 70s. You could buy an island with that.
right?
No, I'm kidding.
No, you know, again, the 70s money. I mean, probably today you could.
Yeah, because you know, like our parents were doing like, oh, with 5 pesos, it would last us like a whole week.
Right? And
Yeah.
you're like, but it's not that year, it's not this year.
Yeah, it's not today.
Yeah. But yeah, I just like the fact that it's also like with the remake, even though I haven't seen it through and through, like you can just tell that the original, since it was so not over budget, but they had to work with what they had, and they made something well made. Like with remakes, I feel like they're always trying to chase the same thing, but you're like, we already have the original.
I really agree with that. Like, like I think we've had this talk before where we're just like talking about how when you give like a director like just $5 and a paper clip, he could make a really good film with what he has.
Yeah.
Compared to like something like Marvel where they have all the money in the world yet they still make something mediocre.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, like I see what you mean. There's a little bit more soul in this one. Like I watched the new Carrie and it goes beat for beat. It just doesn't feel the same. Like that is a weird thing to say, but yeah, Chloe Grace Moretz was great, but this one was a little bit better.
Yeah.
And I think we're just gonna give it out straight. It's just that this isn't like a Halloween movie, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Or like a great Halloween movie. If you want to go like retro Halloween movies, fine.
Yeah.
But this thing is just more of like a coming of age with a horrible end.
Yeah.
Kind of movie. It's just like teenage angst, asking a girl out to prom. Oh, does this boy really like me? Mother's like, no, he doesn't. He'll
corrupt you.
He'll corrupt you and take your purity away.
Yeah.
Your love pillows are there. I'm like, whatever she called it.
The bullies are the worst. Like Chris and John Travolta. This is John Travolta's first movie ever.
Really? Before Grease?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I was like, did John Travolta like get like out of the fame of Grease, get into Carrie? Or was it because of Carrie he got into Grease?
I think it was because of Carrie.
All right. Yeah. That questionable relationship, but I get it. It's abusive. Where he's like, "Don't call me that." Yeah. Man pulls a Sean Connery on his girl.
Right.
Shit. Right. 70s.
Yeah. You mentioned the end, and like that's one of the many highlights.
I love
it. Yeah.
Dude. Again, sorry to compare, but comparing to the recent remake, it was a little lackluster, and like Chloe Grace Moretz has this face of like you know, she's kind of forcing like she's crazy now.
Yeah.
While this actress, I forgot her name. Her eyes were just like
suspect. I don't know how to pronounce the last name.
Yeah, like her eyes were just like wide, like 1,000-yard stare.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting the camera's over there.
The editing is pretty good too, where it just cuts to her and her next unfortunate soul. You're like,
the only girl that was actually nice to her.
Yeah.
Well, actually, the teacher was kind of.
Yeah.
But she was a little condescending. Like she's oddly nice. Like, you know, she's got a problem instead of treating her like any other student.
Yeah. But yeah, great ending and the use of like practical effects to show her telekinetic powers at the end with the mom. Yeah. Like the only thing I don't like was the cheap jump scare at the end. I was like, why is that necessary?
I don't know. It was done a little bit better in like the newer one. Newer technology, but like that was a little bit cheap. I wish they kind of just left it at that.
Yeah, you know? I'm like, it's not Michael Myers. I don't know why he suddenly becomes.
I feel like not gonna lie. Comparing Carrie to Michael Myers, I feel like Carrie might have the chance to like actually come back.
Right.
You know? Because she is like the daughter of the devil.
That's true. Yeah. It's a pretty well made movie. Not big on the horror aspect, but it's a well written story. And like I can see why people really like it.
Yeah, like it's a time capsule in of itself, and you do see like, not gonna lie, as you can see, we're talking to our parents when we're like talking about these movies, and I think we're gonna mention them a lot because we did do like three like 70s horror movies.
Yeah.
Um, that like watch it with your parents. Like see how they were in the 70s, depending on how old you are. You know.
Yeah. So without further ado, what would you rate the original Carrie?
I, I would rate the original Carrie like a 7, like a solid 7.
Okay.
Like it's not that scary. It's not freak. It's a bit freaky. It's a bit freaky, but the performance of Carrie, the actress of Carrie, did an amazing job. Uh, but I will say, yeah, it's more of just like a coming of age
Yeah.
kind of. This is where like I would say Stephen King like has his like odd pacing, like kick
Yeah.
in. But that's pretty much it. It's still not a bad movie. Like if you want to watch this and you want to relate, like there's a lot of like themes here. I think young teenage girls. God, I might be digging myself a hole here. Might be able to relate to like
Yeah.
the bullying, the whole like getting your first period and stuff. Like go ahead and if you could have like this whole cathartic like end where you kill every bully that you ever had,
Yeah.
maybe it's for you. Psychopath in this game.
Sure. I'll give this a 7 as well. It's again well made, not too much on the horror aspect. It's a good story. I would say it's a good story. I had fun rewatching it on, where was it? On Amazon. I'm looking at the Did You Know facts. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, like well, it's still there, you know. Like
Yeah.
I actually, especially with Jaws. Jaws was also on Amazon,
Yeah. But it's on Amazon and Netflix.
Netflix. Yeah.
For us in the Philippines. I don't know. It's different for regions.
Yeah.
But yeah, both 7 out of 10. Again,
It's not bad.
It's not bad.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But just, I think it's appropriate for Halloween because, again, Stephen King is so synonymous with Halloween.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
plus, like, if you like girls want to like dress up as Carrie, just put on a prom dress and douse it with red dye. That's
Yeah,
it.
easy cosplay. Before we wrap this up, I just have to say thank you so much for 500 subscribers. What the fuck? That's incredible.
Look where it got us. No, I'm kidding. We just borrowed this room.
Someday. Someday. In the
Someday.
future.
Thank you to the person who lent us this room. But yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you so much to the audience. Either if you're a newcomer or you've been with us since 2021. My God, those are the days.
Oh Lord, I remember my shitty ass camera with a 4x4 aspect ratio.
I still have the Vader curtain somewhere in this house.
I'll burn it. Don't worry.
But yeah, once again, just thank you. I never thought we would get here. Not saying that I ever had doubted ourselves, but like we're just two, maybe sometimes four people talking about this.
Yeah.
And we're like a startup YouTube channel. So I thought it'd be much slower, but thankfully we've grown. So yeah.
With an amazing pace too. Like it took us 3 years to get to 100.
Yeah.
And then it just took us a year to like get to 500. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
that's kind of crazy. You know?
Yeah.
And I'm glad we're getting that much traction. And thank you to everybody here, like thinking that we're interesting enough to listen to.
Yeah. Thank you so much. We have a special lineup in the future, so stay tuned for that. But for now, if you like what we have here, please leave a like, subscribe, and ding the bell icon to get notified of when we upload next. We're also on Spotify and TikTok. TikTok to see your best and funniest moments. Spotify to hear us on the go. In the video, I'm Joe. This voice is on TikTok and ends with on Letterboxd. Where can I find you?
You can find me at JohnJuM_ on Instagram. It is my account.
And until the next time, we'll see you then. Bye, everybody.
Bye.